My name is Chris Grove. I'm a co-director of the Nevada ESports Alliance. When we talk about esports in North America, we're talking about an audience that of the 192 million people that play video games in the United States, roughly 41.7 million identify as esports fans, which means they're either active participants or viewers, and about 23 million identify as enthusiasts, which means they play on a regular basis. This is a group that is more male than female, about 76% male to 24% female, predominantly falling in the 20 to 35 age range. That's where you'll find about 49% of this audience. And it's also an audience, I like to say, esports is a lot like golf. It's an audience that is affluent by nature. The games are expensive, the peripherals are expensive, you have to have the headset, you have to have the mouse, the chair, not to mention the hardware in the games. So this is an audience with significant disposable income. We estimate that around 100,000 individuals will travel to Las Vegas in 2017 specifically for esports events or activities, and that thousands more of the local population will take part in esports activities hosted at various casinos across the valley. The esports audience is roughly 2 times more likely to gamble online than the typical internet population, and all told, whether it be betting on esports events, heads-up matches, or other forms of wagering that sit adjacent to esport, you saw about $6 to $7 billion in handle last year spread across those activities. What is that new offering for you? What are you adding things? Are you tweaking existing things? How substantial does the change need to be? That's, I think, an interesting topic. How much can you change, and how much do you plan to change to accommodate the esports fan?
Yeah, I think for the most part, the changes that we're going to make are going to be subtle. They won't be over the top to appeal to this new crowd. The audience won't be large at first. This is something that's going to grow incrementally over time. But we do want to be authentic. What I've learned is the group is a little bit fickle. They can figure out if you're not authentic, if you're really not in it for the community and the growth of the community, or the growth of the brand, or the growth of the idea of esports, then they're going to abandon you, or maybe even tarnish your reputation when it comes to anything that you're going to do in the future with this group. So we're cognizant of that, and we want to make sure that we tailor everything that's built for this group in the appropriate manner.
What stuck out about Vegas specifically? The major companies say this is where we want our locus to be for esports, in North America at least.
Well, I think part of it, not just, it's beyond North America, right? For us, we consider ourselves to be a global company with operations in 3 major continents, really the 3 major continents in esports as far as participation goes. And so worldwide, the name Las Vegas, you get excited when you say it, right? So for us, as we're building this global footprint, we wanted our flagship to be in a destination that everybody got excited about going to. And if we're offering an experience, whether it be in Shenzhen or in Poznan, Poland, where we're at this weekend with our truck, to get somebody to participate in an event, which ultimately leads them an opportunity to come to Vegas, that's that excitement factor, and that's what we consider our flagship. We put Vegas and our flagship location on a pedestal for our championship events where people want to aspire to come to.
I would say that the ideal successful space is still a little bit of the Holy Grail. It's not perhaps out of reach, but it's something that we still are trying to understand what the consumer exactly wants, and there's a lot of trial and error that goes on with that. That is something that we have been working on with the IGI. A lot of our research, as I said, does look into implementation as well as player preference. And then in addition to the physical space, there's a huge online space as well. So online, mobile gaming, a lot of these then tie both gambling and esports or video gaming together. And a big part of that is because they are in the end games, whether they be gambling games or video games, they do have a play component.
But I don't think that it's a fad. I think that the younger generation that's moving up, this is their preferred means of entertainment, their preferred means of gaming. They don't want to go and gamble on the NBA or football. They may, but they do this a lot more. So I definitely think that this is something that's going to be a long-lasting trend in gaming.